Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's CNCF TAG Environmental Sustainability meeting. This is about the CNCF Cloud Native Sustainability Week. It's a sync with local meetup organizers. Today is Thursday, the 28th of September. And my name is Leo. I am the host. And let's start with the slides. I have a couple of slides prepared. All right, let's get started with like what is happening when, because there's next to the meetups also some other things, but the meetups are obviously like the biggest part. So we have like about 23 to 27 meetups, not just during the second week of October, but also a little bit afterwards. So we have on Monday 4 meetups, then we have six on Tuesday, one on Friday, one on Saturday. But there's like unclear, there's like a longer list at the bottom. So potentially we will have more during the second week of October. But so far, this is kind of the overview. You can also always go to the website, which has probably the most up-to-date information always. But I think that's already like an awesome number, a lot of meetups. Then we will publish a couple of blog posts. All of them are kind of still in the works, and it's not clear, especially for the TAG environment sustainability ones, when we will be ready to publish them, probably a little bit later than the second week of October. But we plan to publish 3 blog posts about cloud native tools, which are kind of popular or very essential: Kepler, Scaphandra, and Cube Green. And also one about Linkerd. They have a new like a new version, new release, and there's a very strong connection to environment sustainability, and I think that's a very interesting story too. And next to that, we have like one retro blog post about the week, how it went. We also have like the surveys which we publish. So I think we need to also publish the results. So this is a like a retro blog post. Also one blog post just to kick off the week. I think that's also a very good idea, which we can publish. All of them, we publish all of the blog posts also on the CNCF blog next to the TAG blog. Right. If you have like any other ideas or any other blog posts which you would like to publish, which fall in this category of environment sustainability, then feel free to do so. We have kind of enough slots on the CNCF blog and in general, so we can also push these more like spontaneous, I would say. Right. And then we have, or this is also in the planning, like a mini virtual conference or like a virtual TAG meetup. In this meetup, we will talk, we will just give updates about the TAG, what we are working on, how you can get started, what are the working groups working on, and so on. And we will also have 2-3 talks from folks from the community talking about different topics. Probably one will be about cloud providers and their performance on environment sustainability. And yeah, so I think that's also very, very interesting. We will use the Bevy page. Some of you may be familiar with that. The CNCF community page uses Bevy, and we can also use it to host virtual conferences. And they have a new, like, updated version to host virtual conferences. So this is surely very interesting to check out. And these are more or less like the overview about the events. One of the organizers, Siam from India, is also one of the ambassadors. He was planning to host an event in India, but he's now changing this up to hosting a live stream every day on his YouTube channel. So he will have every day for an hour or so a live stream about various topics of environment sustainability. So this is also very interesting. Maybe I can put this on the slide next time too. Right. In terms of marketing, so we have the CNCF channels. So CNCF not LinkedIn and Twitter to announce the blog posts that we publish. And they also repost some of our posts, which are about announcing meetups and so on and so forth. And we have also, if you saw it, but we created some time ago, a LinkedIn page also for the tag, and also we have also a Twitter account just to announce the blog posts. And of course, everybody can use their own social media channels just to promote their events or any other event. We can also like reshare one another if we publish a blog post about this. So there's this, and these are some of the templates that we use, and we kind of use the hashtag cloudnative-sustainability week. So you can use your own whatever posts, which you can, but you can also reuse these ones. I think for the tag, Christina will do most of the posting. So keep an eye out for that. Right. And then also for marketing, there's some things which might be helpful for you. I'm not too sure. It depends a little bit on your meetup. But for example, the creators of Cube Green had the idea of publishing or sharing some like project specific resources which you can use. So if you would like to know a little bit more about Cube Green, for example, they send us like a list of things where you can dig into, and also like a video of like a conference where Davide, the creator, talks about the project. I think this can be also like an interesting resource. So I will try to get these kinds of information from all the other tools and upload all of this to the Google Drive, which is shared and open. So potentially this can be helpful if you have, for example, I don't know, if you want to get to know the tools beforehand or something like this. Right. And for YouTube, so if you have the option to record the meetup or the talks, that would be great. Because we can then upload this later on the TAG Environment Sustainability YouTube channel. And this can be just like a resource to everybody else too. And as I said before, we also have like a live stream. I don't have like too many information. I think this is very much still in the planning, but Siam has a YouTube channel, Cube Simplify, to host this. I think it's a very cool idea. Right. In terms of artworks, so you already see like this logo on the slide. So this is kind of the logo for the event, Cloud Native Sustainability Week. And we have also the two other logos. One is from the tag, which you can use, and the other one is from the CNCF. So because a lot of folks, and I think this is like a very valid point, that we have like some kind of logo or some sort of artwork which we can use to put on the slides so you can recognize the event. And you can also use these other types of artworks which you see here, and this is also uploaded to the Google Drive if you like to. These are the resources or the artworks that I use for this presentation and also for the welcome slides. They have kind of like the similar theme, I would say. So there's like hand drawn and have this green color, which is also part of the logo and so on. But you don't have to use these artworks, obviously, right? And then maybe like an interesting slide for you, for everybody who's organizing a meetup. So these are just like a couple of points which would be great if you could take a look at them and just follow it as best as you can. So we have a couple of welcome slides which I have at the end of this presentation. The welcome slides are not like finalized, but they're pretty close, so you get an idea. So it would be good if you could use some of the welcome slides or the entire welcome slide deck to introduce the meetup. This is basically just like a very, I don't know, like 6-7 slides or something like this, which introduce like the overall event. So folks are aware of the overall event. They are aware of the tag, that you can also contribute to the tag, what the tag is working on. So this is like a very lightweight slide deck, I would say. But it just ensures that you also, for example, share the survey, and you can add slides to it to introduce, or then like kind of go over to your meetup and introduce, for example, your speakers if you like to. Right. Then I also mentioned we have one survey for the attendees. This is like a very like a slim survey. I think it's like a couple of questions, like 6-7 questions or so. So I should be able to like fill it out in a couple of minutes. But I think that's very important because one of the reasons why we organize this event is that we have a landscape document where we know there are like some gaps, and we hope that we can like fill these gaps with knowledge kind of after this event. Maybe there's like some good ideas, some point outs, and I think this survey is a good opportunity to share this. Right, the next point, record the meetup if you can. So I believe we talked about this also a couple of weeks ago. This is not always possible. Not every location has like the equipment, or sometimes you can just not set it up, or it's like some other point. So if you cannot record the meetup, that's fine. But if you can, or if you like, it would be good if it's like at a good quality and everything. But if it is not like in the best quality, maybe it's still has like some value still for people to listen into. So record the meetup if you can and share it after the meetup so we can upload the recording. Right, we also have some gift codes. We have not we don't have the gift codes just yet, but they are in the works, and maybe we will put them after you filled out the survey, or we just share it like during the meetup. We will see. But these gift codes, I believe there are like you get, I don't know, 50%, X% off if you attend KubeCon virtually. So I think maybe a few folks are interested in that. Right then, it would be very interesting if you could send us the number of attendees afterwards. This is probably also something that the CNCF would like to have, just like a KPI kind of, to see like how many people show up. Then we also have, next to the attendee survey, also an organizer survey, which is also very small, but this just gives like a kind of like a feedback to us, to the overall event. So if we plan to organize this once again next year or so, we can maybe improve based on the feedback that you have. So this is very much different from like the attendee survey. This is more target to the event overall. But it also has like a couple of questions about like what have you observed were like the main talking points about environment sustainability, because we hope maybe that the organizers have, I don't know, like 3 minutes more than the attendees to fill out the survey. Right, and the last one is that we have Credly credentials, Credly badges, which you can obtain after the event. So as an organizer or as a speaker at the event, we just need to have the information where to issue the badge. So I believe that's just the email address, but we can also issue this. We will issue this afterwards, so we can also sync this up afterwards. But just that you are aware. Right, and these are the welcome slides, but I already mentioned they are very much work in progress. So most of them, you will get like an idea where it's going, but we will, I think we will also slim it down a little bit more, make it a little bit more streamlined. Right, but this would be like the first slide. Maybe we can put here somewhere also like the local meetup location, for example. This globe. So these are all the meetup locations, by the way, right? So like all the countries where we have meetups. So, all right, this is work in progress, but you see like some kind of overview, what we have. Then this globe again, where you can see, okay, there are like X meetups in Asia, for example. Some introduction to the tag. So you can share a few words maybe about the tag would be great. Few of the projects that we are working on. And you can collaborate on these projects. They're all open, public. How to just contribute to the tag if you like to. And then the survey. And I believe this is kind of the last slide. Maybe we will add one more and shorten the other ones a little bit. You will see. Right, but that's these are the slides that I have prepared, but there's a lot of time to discuss any questions that you might have. I already saw some a question in chat. So are there any questions?
One question that is also in the chat is, where can we find all these logos, materials, etc.?
Yes, so we have, I believe not all of this is uploaded, but I can just upload this right away after this meeting. So we have, let me open up. So we have a Google Drive, a shared Google Drive owned by the tag, and there's a subfolder, CNCF Cloud-Native-Sustainability Week, which has kind of like all the information. And I can send this link afterwards in Slack. But there is basically just like a Google Drive with all the resources. And all of this is like public. You can just download it if you like. Right, and there's also blog posts. Oh, sorry.
Just wanted to check if once we, so we've put up the Meetup page and we're just working on adding more info. Once we've done that, can we just send it to you once to have a look over it and let us know your thoughts?
Yes, would be great. Where's your meetup?
I'll just post the link as well. 1 second.
Yeah, I've done this, Leo. This is for the Bangalore meetup. So it's still, it's still in progress, and so that's how. So we have this Kubernetes group in Bangalore, which is really amazing, one of the largest, and we are doing it together. So that's
awesome.
the thing. Yeah. So we had one question. I mean, one of the person, Humble is the lead organizer, but he could not attend due to his son's birthday. But he had one question. We have one question so right now we have like 2 talks and one. So basically we have 3 talks. One is the introduction by me, and then there are 2 talks. And then we wanted to introduce some workshop, because a lot of people have been will be traveling and and attending, and so we were just wondering, can we keep a mix of topics? I mean, we want to keep, like, in first half we want to keep the cloud sustainability week, and can we also cater to other requirements? Will that be fine?
Yeah. I believe like some other meetups also do the same, because it's not always like the easiest to find like speakers about this topic, because it's very new, an emerging field. So
Yes,
it's like, I would say like half. Half of the meetups are like talking fully about environment sustainability, and the other half maybe also have like one talk about like any kind of Kubernetes topic or whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Sure.
Thank you, Leo. I think that's all from our end, and maybe you could just share us the drive link. I would really love to use the design assets. They are amazing. So yeah, that's all.
Sounds great. I will share the link afterwards. There's one hand up here. Prakash.
Yes, we were also internally discussing that since it's also a relatively newer initiative, or a lot of people don't know much about it, right? So since we have about 2 speakers, what about like doing a small panel discussion or something of that sort? Get open discussion with everyone who's there involved, because a talk is usually unidirectional, and then at the end there are a few questions, and then we get on to the other talks. So discussion, I think, will help a lot more, and probably could also push a few people to join the efforts in the sustainability work group.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I believe the meetup in Milan is also like more interactive. Not too sure, but I think that's a great idea to engage like folks. Like from my experience, like the meetups in Hamburg, they're usually like a regular talk, but all the like interesting, like the discussions afterwards are more interesting sometimes than the talk, because they, I don't know, you can just like if you talk with the folks, with the speaker talks with the folks afterwards, you can, I don't know, like have like sometimes more discussions which resonate a little bit more, because you can, I don't know, you can ask like, what is your experience and so on, so you can have like a more interactive like a discussion, so you have the opportunity to dig into some areas a little bit deeper. So I think that's a great idea to have like a panel discussion. I know also at KubeCon sometimes like the panel discussions, it's a little bit like a mixed bag sometimes, but it's definitely worth to try it out. And I think for this topic, it's like a good fit, because we are very much all new to this topic. So like having like this open discussion round, something like this, I think that helps.
All right, thanks, Leo.
Yeah, thanks, Leo. Maybe Leo, maybe because since you mentioned that it's quite new topic, and it would be nice if we can maybe discuss this. I mean, you would also have some questions from your end, which you feel like could be great discussion topics for the panel discussion. So if you have something in mind, something which we should definitely discuss, then let us know. I mean,
Maybe
any
have
discussion.
like
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. But
Yeah.
yes, Leo, on the same lines, I was wondering if we could have like a shared Google Docs or something of that sort. Also, good talking points which we can raise during the discussion, right?
That's a good idea. I mean, we have like a couple of questions on the survey, but maybe we can expand on these because the survey, as I said, it's like very slim. It's just a few questions. We don't want to overwhelm anybody. But maybe that's a good idea to expand on this. Yeah. Maybe we can create the doc. Yeah. I believe, yeah, some other meetups, maybe like in a similar situation where they plan, like as I said, I believe like the one in Milan is also doing like a more interactive one. So potentially we can sync on some of the questions.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Thank you, Leo.
Thanks. Right, and there was one comment some time ago about blog posts.
Yes, was by me because my colleague Michel Murabito is available preparing some blog posts on the CNCF Sustainability Week and also on CubeGreen. So he had no possibility to participate to this call, but he want to share that everyone can join him. So just write to him on Slack channel or on LinkedIn if you want to contribute. Thank
Awesome,
you.
thanks. Yes. I think I will, or he can also do the same, but write like a message in the tag environment sustainability Slack channel and just
Okay.
Basically just repost what you just said, because then
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
awesome, sounds great. All right. Are there any more questions?
Yeah, Leo. So this is regarding the virtual meetup. Are we good to discuss in this sync? I think, yeah, because that's also a part of it. So do we have like the final dates and anything which we can discuss about the agenda itself, or how would we like to move ahead?
I believe we have like also like a sync on all of the issues like later. So we
Okay.
can also talk about this. Like, I don't know if you have time. Basically, I think we are good to announce the schedule. So yeah, we need to
Yeah,
test out the platform. Actually, I saw Audra was posting yesterday or some time ago, maybe 2 days ago, like a link to the virtual bevy page. Apparently, they changed some settings, have like a new release or something. So maybe that's actually very good timing for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm happy to join the call later this day, and then maybe we can discuss this in detail.
All right. Sounds great. All right. Awesome. Then I will stop the recording if you don't have any more questions.